Hey everybody, it's TF and welcome back to the channel. Today we're doing another action figure review. This is going to be of the SH Figuarts Bandai Tamashii Nations Dragon Ball Z Son Goku's Harahachibunme set. There's no way I'm going to be able to say that throughout the whole review, so I'm going to call it the dinner set. This was announced a while ago, and it's a very cool looking set of, basically a 112 dinner set here that could go with your Dragon Ball figures. It can go with a lot, hopefully, some of your other 112 scale stuff, but it also comes with alternate parts for Goku to use for the set. So that's very cool. Not really much else I want to talk about. I want to go right into the packaging because I can tell this review is going to be very long. So as you can see on the front here, you get a really nice wide shot of Goku with the set, all the accessories there. The figure's not included, of course. You can see Goku eating in the foreground there with some of the accessories. On the side it says SH Figuarts and the name of the set, of course, and you have the Bandai Tamashii Nations quality sticker right there, the Toei sticker, Dragon Ball Z, Tamashii Nations, Bandai, Funimation, and ages 15 and up. Now on this side here, it just says the name of the set once again. Not much going on here on this side, but on the bottom it does say SH Figuarts and the name of the set once more. On this side here, it's just some continued images of what you saw from the front. You can see Goku eating, you can see the chopsticks being used, as well as some of the other food that's shown there as well. So SH Figuarts and the name of the set. On top here, you can see, again, some more images of the, pretty much everything assembled and put together nice and neat on the top there with the chairs and the table and whatnot. And then we get to the bottom here, and it's just Goku's chewing face towards the right. SH Figuarts and the name of the set once again. Now here's a wide shot of the back of the packaging. Again, the name of the set. It also has Simple Style and Heroic Action, excuse me. Now you look on the back here, and again it has the name of the set, Simple Style and Heroic Action, Super Modeling, and set content going there. Just lots of images again that you probably saw throughout the rest of the packaging. Some of it's in color now, and then you can see the whole, pretty much everything that this comes with. The alternate parts for Goku, the cardboard cutouts, the ages 15 and up sticker there with the bluefin distribution sticker, and then on the right side, in case you need it, there's a barcode. Let's go ahead and get all the stuff out of the packaging. So here's the set out of the packaging, and oh man, there's a lot to talk about here. Lots of stuff that you get for a little under 40 bucks. I have a few problems with how you're supposed to assemble some things, as well as some of the Goku parts, but overall, a very solid set. Let's take a look at the instruction booklet, and then we'll take a look at the rest of the set. So as you can see, we have the instruction booklet. I do recommend taking a look at some of the parts here because it shows you how to use some of the alternate Goku pieces, as well as pretty much goes over everything this comes with. There's a lot. I mean a lot. And when I say a lot of stuff, I mean there's a lot of stuff. Just like, man, crazy amounts of stuff that you're getting for the price. This is going to be perfect for anybody who needs to build a restaurant set. Just any kind of restaurant I think would work. So we have this table here. This is the top of the table. This part spins. There's already some of my fingerprints on there smudging a bit. I got to clean that off. There's a few scratches on here already. Just be careful. I think I might have done these. I don't remember. But just overall, be careful when you're handling this. We have this connector piece for the table. There's a big hole one end. Smaller hole that goes into the black base here. That's also circular. Try to just push that in as much as you can, because if you don't, it will be a wobbly table. And there you go. It's a bit sturdy. I mean, if you push down hard enough, it will come disassembled. But again, this part spins. I don't know if I said that already. I probably did. Very nice red table. There's not much else for me to say there. You put the ramen there. You can rotate this. It spins around. Let's get this table out of the way. Now let's talk about the ramen, because this here is cool. I really like how this was detailed, sculpted, painted. It's a little bright on mine. This is looking pretty sick. Some of the food in here I'm not entirely familiar with, so I apologize. But I think there's some noodles. The broth is definitely almost slightly translucent, I mean, it is translucent, but there's this piece right here that makes it look like it's not. This looks like kelp or something. I'm not entirely sure all the foods in here, but it looks good. Comes off the bowl here, and it does have some pretty cool printing. Oh man, this is the problem with this set. At least trying to review this set is lots of tiny parts that are going to fall out and not cooperate with me. Lots of great printing on the design there. Very cool. Fried rice, looking good. Lots of chopped up pieces of some green, yellow, and pink stuff in there. Some vegetables, no doubt. Nice yellowish rice. You could put it, mostly it's going to be best on a plate like this. So that looks pretty good like that. Again, maybe a little too bright, but yeah. We get 18 of these darn things. These are just very basic white plastic plates, but we get a lot of them. I thought they were going to be sculpted together. They're not. They're all individual pieces. That is crazy. And I thought we get 18 of each plate. We bring out a stack of bowls because we actually get 17 of these standard bowls. I thought we got 18, so I was searching around this room like a madman for the 18th one. But I think it's because we get the special bowl here as the 18th one, but they gave us 17 basic white bowls, which they're about the same sculpt. Makes sense. They just don't have printing on one of these. It's looking very good. I dig that a lot. Let's see. Roasted pig. Nice and glossy. Nice brownish. I mean, there's a little bit of a lighter brown on the bottom. A little bit of, darker brown on top. You can see the eyes there. Little slots for the eyes, as you can see. Or, it's just closed eyes. Poor thing's dead. Little pigtail. There's the bottom right there. I don't really know what's going on with this little curve right there. But, looking pretty good. Let's see what else we got. We have a fish. And it's just like a fried fish or a roasted fish. Probably fried. It's similar to how this pig looks, but there's more lighter brown with some darker, and you can see the broth there too. Looking pretty decent. This is another one of these you're going to want to put on a plate like that. It doesn't really work on a bowl. I've tried it. Let me bring out another plate, and that's how that fits onto, this pig fits onto the plate. Looking pretty good, actually. We have another accessory piece here, which this could work if you're putting one or two in a bowl. I'll show it off in a second. But we have dumplings here, or, these little buns. Meat buns. I don't remember exactly what they're supposed to be. I don't think they're dumplings. I'm pretty sure they're meat buns. So, apologies for getting that wrong. Looking pretty good, and they sit on the plate rather nicely. Take one off. Put one in a bowl. Looking pretty good. All of these are sculpted and painted pretty much the exact same way. As you can see, there's a little bit of a swirl on top, and it's just one basic off-white plastic painted piece here. The off-white is definitely painted on here, and it looks very good. Time to move out some of the stuff I've already covered. I've already covered the plates and the bowls and how many stacks you get. Let me, focus up there so you get an idea. Wow. Just lots of stuff. Lots of stuff for an entire kitchen staff almost, if you want to make like a back kitchen diorama or something. So there's a lot of busy stuff going on in the background, as you can see. And now we have a cup here, or a smaller bowl, or just a bigger cup, basically. This thing looks really good. It's another just basic white sculpt here. You get 3 of these, and then you get 3 of these other teacups, or what look like teacups. I assume you can put liquids in here. If you put colored liquids in here, like red, blue, green, we'll probably stain it. Keep that in mind. You get, I actually had all these lined up, perfectly, and then they fell, sadly. But we have these green translucent bottles here. We get 6 of these. Some of them have this really nasty, you can see, they almost look like nub marks, as you can see. That's kind of bad. Not a big fan of that. Not super duper noticeable when you turn it around and whatnot, so that's good. There's a nice dark green plastic going on here. There's a little bit of a indent towards the bottom there. And then, last but not least, for this actual set, well, we haven't covered the backdrops yet. We have cushions, which actually kind of look like cushions with it, how it's detailed, but it's just a very basic red mold. It's not really painted at all. But we get 3 of these chairs. These chairs are a nice black sculpted piece here. As you can see, there's a little bit of some specks on mine I gotta clean off. I think it's dirt. Very basic chairs. That's what it looks like all the way around. Now, one thing that disappoints me is here is how you assemble the chairs and the cushions. You could do the chairs with all black, of course, but you just place that on there. Easy, however, that is really easy to fall off too. I wish there was a way that there was some grooves or indents that can snap on there, and then you could just easily take them off later. So that's a little bit of a bummer. I have a feeling this is going to be tricky to have certain characters sit down on here. But oh well. By the way, I have a bamboo cutting board. This is how I'm going to usually, if I do images with this set, that's how I'm going to do it, because it looks definitely, straight up looks like a floorboard for a restaurant, so I dig that. I'm going to get to the Goku stuff in a second. We're going to have to push a lot of stuff out of the way, sadly. Yikes. So, as you can see, one of my complaints about this set is not necessarily the cutout. The cutout itself was really good. It's a little too big, so I'm having some struggle over here. It's really nicely printed with some green, a little bit of shades of green, and some red, as well as some yellow. For this one here, they're both unique. These little flaps, these little curves or whatnot, or creases right there, they make it stand like so. But this one wants to fall over a lot, where you have to bend it a little bit like this, and that is going to be worrisome. So keep that in mind. I think I actually have to bend it like this. So man, that's just not great. I have to curve that a lot, and it's either way it will fall over. This one not as bad, but it still wants to fall over too. Definitely has some better, some more going on here. These two similar logos right there. Looking pretty good though. I like how they're done. If you have your own walls you want to use for this set, I do recommend using that, honestly. I mean, the way that those are printed are cool, but they're just very flimsy, and they want to fall over a lot. So yeah, now we're going to move on to the actual Goku parts. Oh boy, lots and lots of people were talking about this when it was starting to release. The infamous Goku chewing face, which looks nothing like, at least I think, or it's similar, but just definitely completely different from what we got on the promotional images. I think what we have in the promotional images is better, but I'm not mad at it. I don't entirely like it. I agree with people, but I can get over it. Definitely looks like, he's got a mouthful of food. I will put this on later during the end of the review, so you can see this face on there. Nice eyebrows. The eyes are printed nicely on there. Actually, I feel like the pupils might be slightly in different places. This one looks a little bit raised higher than that one. It could be on purpose. Not entirely sure. There's the ears. That's what the back of the face looks like. So you have these little pieces that will stick it to his faceplate. We have two left hands. This one here is meant for holding some of the dishes. So that falls out very easily. There's a slot in his hand, as you can see. Take a plate, ever so slightly push it in there, and with a little bit of force it will pop out, sadly. We have another one. Take the bowl, which the bowls actually are held better, I think. And that's how it looks. Man, what is going on with my lighting today, But overall, not much detailing going on, because it has to have, the inside of the palm has to be smooth, because it's going to be hidden by plates and bowls and whatnot. Pretty nice hand, though. This is a left hand here, which does have a hole on the top there. It does look like a fist, but again, the hole is right there because we have this nice fork here, which is painted with some silver paint, actually. It does look metallic like a fork. And it is a bit of a flimsier plastic, so be careful when you're inserting this, but it goes in there like so, and it stays in there, so that's good. Last but not least, I actually like these a lot. These are the chopstick hands. Now you can see these fingers, and thumb. There's a hole right there. We do have the actual chopsticks, which is just a brown paint, but it is sculpted to look like two chopsticks. Excuse me, I'm starting to not figure out how to speak for some reason. Ever so slightly push that in, you can start hearing some of the... I feel like the brown paint's going to rub off on the fingers, sadly. But that's how that looks. So yeah, you get a lot of stuff with this set. It's crazy. So here's the Goku chewing face, and I also put in the hand with the chopsticks as well as the hand with the fork. You know, I don't entirely hate the chewing face, I'm going to be honest. I do think it would have looked better, however we would have gotten it from the promotional images. There's definitely a clear difference between both. I honestly, I feel like this is just a little too long or something. But, you know, it serves its purpose. That's really all it needs, at least for me. It looks like Goku is scarfing down food. And overall, I think it looks fine. It could look a little better, though. Also, here's that alternate left hand for holding plates and bowls. Here's a plate right here that he's holding. You have to angle the wrist down a little bit, but that's really not that big of a deal to me. If it's not super secure enough, and here's a bowl right here I wanted to show off, the bowls and plates will fall out of his hands. So just make sure you push it in there as good as possible. I mean, not too much force, of course, and it should stay in there just fine. Now, depending on what other action figures you want to use for the dinner set, it may or may not work out. In the middle, as you can see, we have Gojo. He looks really good because he's another SH Figuarts figure. He's another Japanese imports. Figmas could work with this depending on what's at the lower waist, or if there's anything blocking it or not. Gojo here, he has some soft plastic that you want to be careful not to crease too much. But the way you can manipulate the articulation, he's sitting down and it looks natural, so that's good. But if you look on the left, we have Marvel Legends Happy Hogan. I don't know how he is sitting the way he is exactly, but a lot of Marvel Legends are sculpted actually sometimes to where the legs don't want to kick all the way out, like they almost are. But with Happy here, that's also the case. He is sitting in a way that makes him look lifted up off the ground. He has to hunch over. He looks like he's about to fall off the edge of the seat, actually. You can forget about using this set for NECA figures. You can see with McCready on the far right there, his legs are so long because he's a 7-inch figure that if they want to kick out instead of, just being planted on the ground, he will lift off, basically. So overall, I'm pretty pleased with this set. It's nice to have some sort of affordable option for extra props and pieces if you want to make dioramas. It's not without its problems, though. I wish the cushions could stay on the actual chairs instead of just sliding off. The cardboard cutouts are not the greatest. They're a bit flimsy, and they like to fall over a lot, and I mean a lot. And really, the Goku eating face is a little too goofy. I know, he's chewing down. It's supposed to look goofy. I just wish it looked more like the promotional images and whatnot. But the rest of the stuff here, the alternate parts for Goku, all these different accessories that you get with the plates, the food, the bottles, the bowls and whatnot, the table itself too, everything looks great. It looks pretty good with other figures if you can make it work, like depending on if they can sit properly in the chairs or not. So definitely it's not just something for Dragon Ball figures if you want it. You can make it work for other figures. And I'm really glad that that is a possibility. It's about $38. It's a little under $40 on a lot of retailers like Amazon, Big Bad Toy Store, whatnot. I'll leave a link down in the description below. Thank you guys very much for watching. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Comment down below what you think about the set, what you think about the review. Leave a like, share amongst your friends. Follow me on Instagram for more content over there, and I'll see you guys later.